We are building an economy that lives in the ether. This fourth industrial revolution is moving away from steam and electricity toward a world of artificial intelligence, digital gold, and instant global connectivity. But this digital utopia is only as strong as its physical nodes. In May of 2017, hackers using the WannaCry malware infiltrated the NHS's obsolete computer systems, demanding ransom in Bitcoin, and proving that a single software vulnerability can paralyze an entire nation's healthcare. These failures aren't limited to software. They are tragically real. We see the symptoms in lagging broadband speeds, clogged smart motorways, and modern apartment blocks that fail to protect the people living inside them. The real bottleneck to our progress isn't a lack of technological imagination. It is a systemic reliance on minimum standards. Attempting to run a 21st century economy on 20th century wires and bare minimum safety regulations is a recipe for physical and economic disaster. Digital demands are moving faster than the materials meant to carry them. While our global counterparts move to fibre to the home, the UK remains trapped by a legacy copper network that was never designed for this level of traffic. The physics are clear. Copper creates a severe data bottleneck, limiting capacity at the very moment we need it most. Fiber optic cable, by contrast, allows data to move at the speed of light. We have the technology to bridge this gap, yet innovative solutions are often ignored by network gatekeepers who prioritize short-term savings over long-term infrastructure. We could rapidly solve this by using our existing physical landscape, piggybacking fiber optic cables along historical railway lines to deliver high-speed connectivity to established communities without massive new excavation. Failing to invest in this physical last mile directly sabotages the country's economic potential before it even has a chance to compete. Our road networks face the same invisible strain. A smart motorway relies entirely on a hidden nervous system of cables to manage speed signs, surveillance cameras, and traffic sensors. Systemic failures occur in the procurement office. To cut costs, contractors frequently install cheaper off-the-shelf cables instead of the high-specification, reinforced lines required for highway use. A motorway trench is an unforgiving environment. Under constant vibration and environmental stress, the sheathing on standard cables degrades and fails, triggering the very technology blackouts that cause domino delays across the network. Saving pennies on cables up front results in arterial routes clogging for hours, costing the broader economy millions in lost time. While a cable failure under a rove causes delays, fire safety failures in our buildings cost lives. In construction, adequate is a dangerous word. Modern high-rises have both a skin and a nervous system. If the cladding fails to resist fire on the outside, and the internal cabling fails to maintain safety systems on the inside, the building becomes a trap. The new construction products regulation brings a baseline of uniformity to the industry, but its minimum requirements for fire performance do not provide enough of a safety margin for high-density buildings. We must insist on cables over-specified to the SICA standard. As the split-screen test shows, a standard cable allows fire to accelerate, while a SICA-rated cable actively halts the flame, self-extinguishing to protect the building's residents. In physical construction, treating the lowest legal safety requirement as a performance target is a fatal miscalculation. The pressure to settle for adequate is high as the UK navigates its European Union exit. Dividing assets and remapping trade deals is a process more complex than a moon landing and tempts us to look for quick, cheap resolutions. But just as a smart motorway fails without high-spec cables, our new economy will stall without a high-spec workforce. The physical infrastructure we build is only as useful as the people trained to manage it. With automation poised to replace 90% of routine white-collar tasks, the concept of a job for life is gone. Survival in this new era requires continuous, lifelong STEM education to stay ahead of the machines we are building. This reinvention requires historical resilience. Winston Churchill's early military career was not covered in glory, but his later self-belief allowed him to look past immediate failures and build a lasting legacy. Whether protecting a family business or rebuilding a nation, we must banish the word adequate. Success belongs to those who over-specify their standards and commit to leading with legacy.